Welcome back, everybody, to Greedfall. Last time we discovered the king of the natives has kidnapped our cousin, our dear cousin. So, I guess we gotta go rescue. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna have to go talk to the leader of the clans. Find out. It's gonna definitely lead to confrontation between us and the king. Don't got much time to waste, so let's go. We're gonna question the lead. Once we find its location, then we're gonna go deep. The snake.
Karans, do you need something?
I'm asleep.
Wow. After all this time, my guy still can't romance her. So sad. I took the first step to getting better today. Well, I guess not to getting better, too. Making sure that I'm taken care of in the more long term if I don't recover very well. It's been hard to do anything.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I'm in need of your help, Ulan. I'm looking for your High King Vinbar. I was told that you were one of the last people to see him.
I wouldn't know where you could find him. He disappeared moons ago, but you are our ally, our friend. I will tell you about the last time I met with him. We had met in the council at Dorhad Genadu to decide what to do about the Renaigse, but we were unable to come to an understanding. Some of us are full of violence and refuse to see what we gain by befriending your kind. Deirdre and the poor Bladnid were among them, alas, and only speak about the massacres. I defended you, of course, and attempted to make them hear reason, with some help from the cautious Dunkas. But our disagreement angered Vimbar. He decided to leave us and to seek counsel elsewhere. He wanted to go to the heart of the island to consult with En on Milfritiman.
Do you think he might have stayed there?
I doubt it. It was too long ago. You should travel to Wenshavar, his village. Even if he decided to stay away from his people, he would not have abandoned his closest friends.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing.
Thank you for the free loot. Okay, so we have a good idea. We should do the port. We gotta deal with this snake in our house. Or in our place of refuge. Our city amongst cities. Land of the righteous. Like the United States, we're going to manifest destiny. No one understands that. I don't know what to tell you. Oh. Yeah, I forgot who it... It doesn't really matter. I do need to go talk to the man with the forge and get some upgrades.
Come closer, good people. Pick your envoy from the continent. Oh, it's First Forge in Tier for a day.
Oh, it's a great pleasure to...
I'm basing it purely off look, by the way.
The best forge in Tier for a day.
Wait, level for your what?
Oh, it's a great pleasure to...
Oh, yeah, I should upgrade your weapon.
Want armour that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
Ah, Sir de Sade. Did you get my message?
Indeed. The arrival of the De Vespe family in Tier for a day is surprising and no doubt worrying. But without knowing their intentions...
Nothing good can come from that family, for the interests of the Dorsey family and Serene. But I truly cannot tell you anything about the reason for their presence. The message I received was brief. Aurelia de Vespe announced her arrival on the island and asked to see your cousin as soon as possible. She and her entourage seem to have settled in a region that I do not know. Adag ol Credo, north of Vikshadir. I think it would be good for you to locate her and try to find out more.
I know this place, but I thought that only the Donaigada from the Baragnodas clan knew how to access it. It's a sacred place. That's where Animide shed his blood.
You should also take advantage and visit these unknown lands. Who knows what they have in store for us?
You're right. It's better for us to go and see what it's all about. What can you tell me about the De Vespe family? I've never met them and everything I know is hearsay.
And, strange and worrying as it is, the rumors are justified for the most part. Nevertheless, I'm not an expert, and I've been away from the continent for a long time. I'm sure Sieur de Caution will be able to tell you more, but know that they have envied the Dorsey family's power in the congregation for generations. They have tried to impose themselves many times at its head, holding up the antiquity of their city Perenne as a pretext. They bribe messengers, use blackmail and trickery, even murder, according to some people. And don't back down for anything. Be very careful with them, Your Excellency, and don't believe a single one of their lies. They're real vipers. Do you have any other questions?
Nope.
Goodbye, lady.
Goodbye, Your...
So basically, we want to take our boot, stick it right in their face, make them lick it. They gotta lick our boots. Ironic part is, huh? Well, I'm definitely more continental rather than a name. Heck yeah. Yeah, something to say. Up. I don't want to. Better go grab this. Why couldn't I attack? Hey guys. You guys could have done better than that. I felt like, oh, with floppy performance, start doing it more often, but I can't do it. I have to start doing better. Getting better. I'm good. Oh, this is part of the custom. Well done. What a waste of time. To speak to the Versailles. And they're I guess they're gonna have an army. Try to take us on. Oh, we've been here. This under there. I don't remember this yet. Can anyone let me know when it's automatically kinda weird. Maybe the only map like that. But weak enemies? Don't really have time to waste it.
Green blood, my friend. Do you? I'm asleep. This is an interesting.
That gun's probably pretty good. What's the cost? Not gonna get- the break himself. He was getting your butt kicked. And he got lucky.
Visitors! Legate de Sade, I presume.
Indeed. Delighted to meet you, Your Grace.
The accounts I've been given of you and your companions don't do you justice. Truly, it is a pleasure. We're going to become wonderful friends, you and I'm sure of it. Say, aren't we going to be cousins soon?
Pardon me, Your Grace, but I'm not sure I follow. And if I may ask, what is it precisely that brings you to this remote island?
Haven't you heard? Well, it seems the messengers on this island are not particularly reliable. No matter. Your uncle and my father have decided that your cousin, Prince Constantine, and I are to be married. So, here I am.
My. This is incredible news.
I know you must be surprised. However, this alliance will be a wonderful way to put an end to the enmity between us, don't you think?
But I must inform you that, sadly, my cousin, he's disappeared. We believe he may have been kidnapped.
Oh? What horrible news. Do you know who's responsible? I assume an investigation is underway.
Of course. And I'm involved in the investigation. Every effort is being made to find the governor.
Well, I'm most reassured that you're in charge. I'm sure you'll find him quickly, and that we'll soon be wedded as planned. Then, you and I will be cousins, of course. Furthermore, I was hoping I might be able to count on your assistance.
Of course, Your Grace. What can I do for you?
You see, I didn't want to impose myself on New Serene until all the necessary arrangements had been made for my arrival. I had the Naughts drop us off in a quiet place outside the city. Too far outside the city, clearly. There were these savages and bandits skulking around the woods and threatening us. They even robbed me. Worst of all, they took the chest in which I was keeping the marriage contract.
Savages. The only savages I know are the ones who invaded our home.
Oh, please forgive me. I meant no disrespect. Natives, then, is it? In any case, it's absolutely mortifying to have to ask you this, but you know the island and its inhabitants better than I do. Could you perhaps retrieve the chest for me? I would be eternally grateful, cousin.
Can you tell me more about the theft?
Of course. We were unloading our things from those horrid little boats that the Naughts get about in when it was taken. I was busy setting up camp at the time, so I didn't see who it was. My men didn't see much either, because it was dark. But certain natives from the region stopped by in the morning. They were aggressive and insisted that we leave. I'm sure they were behind the robbery, unless it was just bandits. There were a couple that my men chased away, but that's all I know.
Thank you. We'll get about finding it.
Is there anything else?
The line.
Since we're going to be cousins, I'll have to get to know you better.
Well, aren't you just lovely? I'm afraid there isn't much to tell. I was raised like any good princess, educated in both arts and arms. But, as I had several older brothers, I was never really given a political role. I'm still my father's favorite, though. You may know that I've already been married once, but my husband was murdered in cold blood as part of a plot at court.
I'm very sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
You're too kind. After he died, my father decided it was best to send me away from Peren. He knew your cousin was unmarried and was tired of the futile disputes between our families. So he contacted Prince d'Orsay, and the rest is history. Is there anything else?
I won't deny that I'm surprised to hear about your engagement to my cousin, despite the excellent reason you put forth.
Surely you didn't think your cousin would stay single forever. Know that although the decision was not my own, I'm very pleased about it. I got the impression your uncle thought a wedding might calm your cousin a little. And now that he's in the role of governor, he needs a wife of his standing. My father saw an opportunity to get me away from Peren, where I was in great danger, and found me a worthy husband in the process. But again, it's clear that their main intention was to put an end to years of conflict. Is there anything else?
I must
Why?
be going, Your Grace.
But of course.
She's here to
Goodbye,
murder
dear
me.
cousin.
Clear. Her only intention was to come and murder Leggett. I'm joking. I think this
cannot believe that Prince d'Orsay would marry his son to that princess. His father may not much like Constantine, but not to the point he would consent to him marrying the family's worst enemy.
I can't believe it either. There is too much rancor between our families.
Could the contract she spoke of be forged? Is it even possible? I'm not familiar with the practice.
A document can be forged, especially by them. This much is clear. If we find it, it'll need close scrutiny. If I've understood correctly, the chest was here when it was stolen. Ah, there are footprints which lead away from the camp.
Karans, do you need...
I must leave.
What's going on? Okay. The game has some bugs. Man. place we'll find something easy. Let's explore the cave for this lady and her false contract, even if it is a real. Too much. The wereline, wildcat hunting. And I'm leaving. Kind of boring, not gonna lie, a little. Of this area still giant. There's a boat stranded there. Kinda interesting. Can't help it.
other footprints here. They're quite deep, as if the person who made them were carrying a heavy load. We're on the right path.
Why did this area seem like it was rushed?
The undergrowth has been crushed. Several people pass through here.
That way. I gotta go. Giant tree guy? I'll tell you one thing, we're doing a number on native wildlife population. My god.
Footprints seem less hurried. The thieves must have felt safer here. We must be getting close. Quite loud for nothing. Oh yeah.
seen many around here. But I'm convinced they don't eat their prey where they catch it. They would normally take it back to their lair.
Maybe they were about to do just that when we got here. Let's look around. We'll soon find out. And let's not forget Aurelia's chest. That's curious. On closer inspection, these men were obviously not killed by animals. The stab wounds are clearly visible. The De Vespe coat of arms. This must be the chest Aurelia asked us to find.
I say we open it. Let's see if the contract she spoke of is genuine.
I can't see a lock, and we'd be hard-pressed to explain why we broke it. We'd better bring it back untouched. This campfire is strange. The ashes and embers are laid out as they should be, but the ground beneath them is untouched. This campfire has not been used. It seems as though it was just laid out as a prop. Something is wrong. The stab wounds on these outlaws and the fake campfire make me think that this whole scene has been staged. We best go back to the camp and return the chest.
Halt! Look, a group of armed men. They seem to be waiting for us. We should watch them for a while before moving on.
It seems they're Aurelia de Vespe's swordsmen. I'm afraid it is now beyond doubt. These men were sent to ambush us. Aurelia sent us to recover that chest solely in order to get rid of us.
If it were up to me, I'd give those assassins a taste of our steel. But if you'd rather play it diplomatically, it shouldn't be difficult to avoid them.
It's alleyway. I feel like this is more hurt. But honestly, that's what you're on.
That horrible woman sent us to recover her chest in order to get rid of us. She hoped these killers would be the end of us. She deserves Enon Milthrichtiman's wrath. May he engulf her in lava. What do you intend to do?
She'll have to answer for this. But, given the power of her family, we must remain polite.
Yo, we did it. The best. Okay, that was weird. What happened there?
You? I didn't think I'd see you again. So soon.
Is that because you'd hoped we'd be clawed to death by those beasts, or because you thought your assassins would get the better of us?
Come now, who do you take me for? I was just putting your courage to the test, that's all. A princess's whim. I kindly suggest you forget all about this little incident. You see, my dear, we de Vesps have a habit of knowing as much about our enemies as our friends. I'm afraid my father's men have obtained some rather sensitive information, which, well, if the other governors were to find out, it could very well jeopardize your position, along with that of the D'Orsay. If word were to get out about your origin, for example...
Are you trying to blackmail me?
Oh, what a horrid word! Come now, I would never do such a thing. Let's just say that I'm ensuring your loyalty. In fact, some of my men are already at the courts of Hikmet and San Mateus, and ready to act if you try anything. But I'm sure it won't come to that. We'll soon be part of the same family, after all.
Here is your chest. This is the one you sent me to fetch.
Yes, that's the one. Thank you for your help. You have shown yourself to be as reliable as they say. Long may it continue to be the case. Well, now that I've recovered my precious documents, you'll be able to deliver the wedding contract to your cousin in New Serene. I await the preparations for my arrival and accommodation. Then there'll be plenty of time to prepare the ceremony with my husband-to-be.
The arrival of a noble lady such as yourself will require several arrangements. New Serene is a very new city.
Yes, I'm sure. Don't dither for too long now. I'm counting on you to be as quick as possible, and to convince your cousin and his men to be reasonable. You know what's at stake. Is there anything else?
There's nothing at stake.
I must be going, Your...
But of course.
She has us. We now have the contract, but even if it does turn out to be forged, we have no choice but to bend to her will.
Damnation. She's a thorn in our side. I wonder what she knows exactly.
Sadly, all families have their secrets, and whichever one she holds would be enough to put our family at risk.
We must get those documents back. Let's go to Hikmet and San Mateus and take the wind out of their sails. After that, we can settle our score with her.
You're right. It's the only way to put an end to this alliance and supplant the Viper.
You were gonna murder her. Do this fast, everyone. Speed run. What's your team? You're not the right. We're headed to Hickman, or Afras. Talk to you.
Karans, I know. She sent us to recover her things, and now she's threatening us. But anything else?
I'm asleep.
Glad to see you, my friend. The congregation really knows how to create schemers. Aurelia is living proof. She was all smiles, and then she brought out the venom and threatened us. I hope you'll put her back in her place. Did you want anything else?
I'm asleep.
Have no worries.
Your Excellency, Her Highness... Her Highness, Aurelia de Vespe of the Merchant Congregation has sent me to convey her regards. She would like to assure you of her deepest respect and her unwavering support as an ally with any troubles you may encounter. She also wishes to forewarn you that the person who until now presented himself as the congregation's legate may soon lose his position. Indeed, he is believed to have lied about his lineage, and doubt has now been cast upon his titles of nobility. It is also rumored that he is engaged in questionable dealings involving the guilds and the natives. We sincerely hope that, until this situation has been clarified, you will treat him with the utmost suspicion. Naturally, if these allegations prove to be true, a new legate will be appointed by Her Highness immediately.
This situation is regrettable, but hardly surprising. I cannot deny that our dealings with the legate have often been wrought with a lack of elementary diplomacy, and what you are telling me merely confirms my suspicions. But look, here he is. Sir, in light of what I've just heard, you are not welcome here. At the very least, until these allegations are confirmed.
We were thrown out like trash. I can't believe that Viper's claptrap got us into this.
I'm very disappointed. But all is not lost. By hiding here and following that schemer, it will not be difficult to put our hands on the documents we seek.
I just want to... Sorry for saying that. If there's any other solution. Before we do Hickman. Travel. Talk. How's my reputation with the The Bridge Alliance is... Okay. Oh, I imagine. Did he, there.
Hello. Are you the guard who left me a message at the embassy?
Greetings, Your Excellency. Yes, it was me. I thought you should be warned when I saw those vermin bearing the De Vespe livery.
This is indeed interesting information. Do you know if they're staying in town?
The delegation leader is always at the tavern. He drinks heavily. His men wander around town looking for trouble.
Thank you. I imagine you're expecting a reward.
No, Your Excellency, keep your money. I'll consider myself highly rewarded if you manage to put a stop to their horrible manipulative plans. My old battalion was almost completely lost to those vipers. They led us into a trap and left us to rot, so I don't know what you wish to do to them. But I wish you the best success.
Yeah.
Hello. I wonder if we might have a word.
De Sardet, the D'Orsay family's henchman. I knew it. I knew I would meet my end by accepting this mission.
Since you know who I am, you must know why I'm here.
Yes, the document chest. But don't think you can scare me into giving it to you. I've been scared to death since I got to this town. Since I got to this island. But I will not betray them.
Calm. We never wished you harm. We only want to recover some files. They do concern us, after all. Tell us where they are. A huge weight will be lifted off your shoulders.
That's true. Does it even matter? I don't have the chest anymore. I gave it to a group of inquisitors who don't like you very much. Those fools are so furious that they'd rather die than give you the chest. And Saint Matthias is with them. So, they're hiding out in one of the warehouses around the port. If you really want to confront them, it's your own choice. But you should say a prayer first.
So you found us. But don't rejoice too soon. You will not leave this warehouse alive.
Come. I'm sure we can work this out. I only want the De Vespe chest.
Don't count on it. Because of you, our order has been driven off this island and the governor treats us like criminals.
We shall avenge our brothers and our order.
To my help! And to the others!
I don't need to go to the game.
Come closer.
Now, if we go to the Hickman with that book, I bet you the story is different. Go to the De Sade residence. I'm not one for scheming. Like, I agree scheming is strategy. But when you have to resort to completely unrelated tactics. I understand that it's a person can be in a position with so much power that the right methods don't work.
Your Excellency, Her Highness... Indeed, it is natural.
This situation is regrettable, and what you are telling me merely confirms my suspicions. But look, here he is. Sir, in light of what I've just heard, you are not welcome here. At the very least, until these allegations are confirmed.
We were thrown out like trash. I can't believe that Viper's claptrap got us into this mess.
Okay, so I guess...
How will we discover where those documents are now?
I'm very disappointed that a few lies sufficed to get us thrown out. I imagine we were not well liked. But all is not lost. By hiding here and following that schemer, it will not be difficult to put our hands on the documents we seek.
Bro, we just...
You dare follow me? I may be overstepping my orders, but you asked for it. On guard!
Stuck in a well.
To my help! And death to the others!
And I'm pretty sure that was him. Going the wrong way because the city is... Oh well.
Come closer! Come closer! All my wares are in the vanguard.
Damn it! It was a trap.
To my help! And death to the others!
Watch out! Grenade!
Things are about to get dicey!
There are some documents, but it's not the evidence Aurelia spoke of. These documents speak of you. It appears that the Devesp sought out information on each of you, hoping to influence you or to drive a wedge between us.
I can only imagine the heap of garbage it must contain. I hope you know me well enough not to take that filth seriously.
This is just further proof of their deceit, and the so-called evidence got away again. Let's search these men. We may find something useful. According to this letter, the chest was given to a merchant in town who deals with the Devesps. He was ordered to hand it to the governor if something happens to the delegation.
That Aurelia is clever, if nothing else. We must get that chest from the merchant before he learns of their deaths.
Come closer! Come closer!
Hello. Are you Valens?
Indeed. What can I do for your lordship? Are you looking for tools for your workers? I have a large range of tools. Everything you need for mining or timber harvesting.
I have no interest in your goods. I have been sent by Her Highness, Aurelia de Vesp. She asked me to recover a chest you have in your keeping.
Of course, of course. It's stuffed between my goods in the street just behind us. I hope you tell your mistress that I obeyed her orders.
Do not worry. She will be told.
Oh, this bitch gotta burn. Everyone, let's go.
I can't remember there being posters here last time we came.
I'd like to go have a look, out of idle curiosity.
What is this nonsense? Another Devesp trick. They'll truly stop at nothing. These posters could cause a full-scale riot. We must stop them from spreading around town.
This is incredible!
Greetings, madam. Did you happen to see, by any chance, who stuck up these posters?
Oh, you are the famous legate these posters speak of. You would never tell me if it were all true. Anyway, if you want revenge against the woman who stuck 'em up, you're too late. The guards caught her in the act, and when they saw what was written on the posters, they took her to the barracks. She must be rotting away in jail now.
Thank you. And you shouldn't believe those lies.
As if you could say anything else.
As was to be expected, the crowd is getting restless. We must do something or it'll turn into a riot.
We should ask these bystanders. They may have seen who stuck up these posters.
Hello. I'm the bastard murderer from your posters.
Oh, Your Excellency. I'm not responsible for the content of those posters. I had no choice but to stick them up. In a sense, the guard's arrest protected me, but my partner is under lock and key and guarded by armed men who bear the De Vesp livery. They are responsible. They forced me to stick these posters up all around town. They threatened to kill my partner. If you don't stop them, they will kill him. I beg you, free him.
I believe you, and I will free your friend if I can. Do you know where the other posters are? I must destroy this nonsense before it creates a riot.
No, they only gave me one stack of them. They certainly have more, but I don't know where they're hiding the rest. The men who are holding him must know.
Very well. I have no other choice but to free him. Where is he being held?
Behind the barracks, along the docks. Please, hurry!
To my help! Death to the others!
Guy just stands up. They couldn't have had him trapped there too.
Thank you for freeing me from those murderers' clutches. Do you know where my friend is? She went to stick up those horrible posters.
She sent me to rescue you. She was imprisoned, but she'll probably get out soon. The presence of these men will prove that she had no intention of causing an insurrection.
Oh, you've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I was worried she'd been killed. They were such brutes.
I must destroy the rest of those posters. Do you have any idea where those men could have hidden them?
Well, they spoke of having a reserve just outside of town. In a small hut, if my memory serves me well. You should go and check.
Thank you. And try to avoid the De Vesps in the future. They're dangerous.
Desade, I imagine. Anything else?
I must...
And it would be an embarrassment for a nation for the guy to not, you know.
Oh, it's you on Old Manawi! Come and see!
They slowed down the investigation.
Desade, you seem somewhat gloomy. What's troubling you?
As you may have heard, the Devesp family has sent a delegation to the island. It's led by the prince's daughter herself.
Ah, most curious. And very worrying indeed. But you didn't come all this way in person just to bring me the bad news, I take it?
You read my mind. Knowledge is power. I need all the information you've got. I recovered some documents that Aurelia intended to use against us. I also brought you the wedding contract.
Let me see. Yes. A skillful blend of truths and untruths, as is to be expected. I'm afraid, however, this letter from Julia d'Orsay, Constantine's mother, is genuine. But your cousin is not to blame for his mother's folly. It caused him more harm than good, and he was but a child when his brother was killed. But the implication that he's not the prince's son is absurd. You know them both, and you know how much Constantine looks like his father. As for these documents about your mother, poor Livy would never have deceived your father. And furthermore...
It's all right, I know. I'm a native of Tir-Fredi. My real mother was a Denegad of the Seaside Nemeus clan. So in a way, all this is both true and completely false. I'm not General Desade's son, and my mother never deceived him.
I wasn't aware you knew. It's true you were adopted, and though the adoption was somewhat irregular, in any case, I doubt that this information could truly be used against you. The revelations about Constantine are more cause for concern. But since you recovered the evidence, we needn't worry about it being used against us, providing it's the only copy, of course.
I believe so. What do you make of the marriage contract? Is it genuine?
Well, the writing is that of a court clerk, but their handwriting all looks the same. It would be difficult to tell if it was truly written by your uncle. As for the seal, well, I'm almost certain that it is a forgery, but an excellent one at that. That being said, without the seal itself, you'd be hard-pressed to prove it. If we denounce this contract without evidence, everyone will say that it's just an excuse to get out of the wedding.
In that case, I need to find that seal. Let's hope Aurelia de Vespe has brought it with her.
I'd wager she did. She may want to use it again. If you want to find it, you'll have to get her away from her camp to have a good chance to search her belongings.
As I'm supposed to be organizing the princess's arrival, Lady Mirange can surely help by sending for her. Thank you, sir.
Was there anything else you wish to ask?
Looking forward to seeing you again.
I love how they basically got destroyed. You just need to.
By the look on your face, you've already experienced the de Vespe's deceit firsthand.
Indeed. Aurelia tried to blackmail us. I had to recover evidence she gathered against my cousin and myself, and stop a riot in town she caused by sticking up posters which mocked us, and which depicted you as the heroine.
And I can assure you I'm not responsible.
I don't doubt it, madam. However, Sir de Corsillon told me that the seal used on the wedding contract was fake, but that we needed the fake seal itself to prove it and put an end to this sham.
So you would like me to get Aurelia de Vespe away from her quarters so you can search them at your leisure?
That's the general idea. She did ask us to organize her arrival. Your message shouldn't surprise her.
Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm going to write. The young de Vespe may be talented, but I have years more experience. Oh, if I may offer some advice, you should question the Nauts who brought her here. They must have gleaned some information on our charming princess on such a long journey in close quarters. Admiral Cabral should know where they are. You should go and see her. Do you have any other questions?
Goodbye, Lady Morange.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
Come closer, good people. The cure are your boots.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Greetings, Admiral. I came to see you as I seek information about Aurelia de Vespe and her entourage. Since they landed on this island, they haven't ceased their efforts to undermine our city and our diplomatic position. And since they traveled on your ships for several months, I thought you and your men would surely have things to say about them.
We don't make a habit of revealing information about our passengers, but I'm willing to make an exception this time. Since we got here, part of our ship's crew, those who were in contact with the de Vespes, haven't been heard from. The rest of the crew, the ones who steered the ship, are here. They're worried and fear the worst for their comrades. I would be very grateful if you inquired of their whereabouts. If you find them alive, I will not object to them telling you everything they know. Quite the opposite. One thing is certain. The de Vespes will never set another foot on one of our ships.
Rest assured, I'll do my best to find them. Goodbye, Admiral.
Goodbye, Desarde. And be careful.
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
We have to help these Nauts. We are part of the Nauts, are we not? Which is very, very, very regrettable. Because I gotta end this episode for now. Okay, and next time we'll finish putting an end to her evil schemes. Until next time, goodbye.